Welcome. In this practical course, you will learn how to install and configure your personal VPN server. You will need some basic network knowledge and in this case some Linux knowledge, although it's all very straightforward. We'll set up a virtual machine directly on your PC without needing to buy additional hardware, but of course, if you have financial means, you can do so. I usually set up this in my home environment, but you can install it on remote virtual machine. We install our OpenVPN server on the virtual machine, manage users and logins from the web interface, and be able to use our devices like smartphones and laptops to connect to our VPN. Additionally, we'll use a free domain name service to update our home's public IP addresses for easy network access. In this case, we'll use Cloudflare and we'll need our home domain. We'll use and configure a Python script I have written to update our public IP every 10 minutes or what we want, and run it on our server. VPN. Why does it make sense to create our own server? There are several advantages, including not having to pay a monthly or yearly subscription, being able to access our home local network securely, and accessing our banking apps securely without restriction or blocks for suspicious activities, such as banking transactions, which have restrictions based on our location when we are away from home, for example, when we are abroad. On the web, there are many services offering paid VPN services, such as NordVPN, the most famous, ExpressVPN, StrongVPN, and so on. But of course, our course aim for complete freedom in server management and complete security. Additionally, we don't need to pay subscription. Just one domain for to get your dynamic IP. Let's start with the necessary software for the course. I'm currently on Windows 11 and I have downloaded and installed the VirtualBox virtualization software. It's free and very easy to use. We use it to create a virtual desktop, in this case Ubuntu Linux, from where we install the free pre-tunnel service. Then we configure the server and port forwarding in our home network. Once completed, we'll proceed to create a Python script which will monitor our local IP address and update it on a subdomain of our ownership. For example, newyork.mydomain.com, which will always lead to our home network. So let's start with the installation of VirtualBox software. You can download from the official website at virtualbox.org. I'm using Windows 11, so I will install the Windows file. After that, download also the Ubuntu software. We use the Ubuntu 22 version. You can find it on ubuntu.com website, download the image, and let's start the let's start the Oracle VirtualBox Manager. Let's create a new virtual machine. Let's call my VPN. Let's select our image and check this flag to make a manual installation. Let's add a lot of CPU and memory. We can fix later, so we can have a best speed installation time. Let's give some space. That's the finish. First, let's stop the machine. Let's go to setting. We can adjust the CPU and memory later. We can we just remove audio. We don't need it. And we need to use a bridged adapter, so we can attach this virtual machine in our network using the same subnet. For example, in this case, I'm using my Windows PC is on this subnet. With this route, it is with the gateway. So if we install without the bridge adapter, the virtual machine will give us a random IP with an internal network connected to other virtual machine. But in this case, we want to attach directly to our network to have access to our subdirectory or printers and so on. So let's select the bridged adapter and OK, and start. Now we will to install the software. I will show you the steps, and I will skip directly to when the machine is completed, because it can take several minutes depending on your hardware. Okay, let's install. Let's add our. In my case, I'm not in English. My keyboard is not in English, so I have to change. Just select your keyboard. We don't need a lot of software, so we just use a minimal installation. Remove the update and install third-party software. We will install later. Okay, install. Yes. Okay. Let's add our username and password. In my case, it's a weak password because I don't need it's a local server. And just add a login automatically. Okay. Now I will skip and come back with the final installation. After the installation, we have to check if there is a problem on this virtual host, because in Windows 11 we have another virtual machine manager called Hyper-V that can be in conflict mode with the VirtualBox. There is a solution, and I'll show you. Or we can also use another tool called VMware that it's the same. It's always free. We can use VirtualBox or VirtualWare. It's the same. To check if we can able to use this virtual machine without any problem, we have to just write this code. Okay, now let's see. If you find AVX, yes, it's working. If not, we have to go to our Windows control panel under programs and features. Turn Windows feature on or off, and disable this Hyper-V and Windows subsystem for Linux and Windows hypervisor platform, and reboot. Then should work. If you don't have AVX info on this machine, you can't install the OpenVPN server, because there is a problem with the MongoDB server. Otherwise, you can use directly another virtual machine manager like VirtualWare with desktop workstation. It's the same. You have to create a new image with the downloaded, and then under settings, set CPU, memory, and in the network adapter, you have to select bridged network adapter and just use your network adapter for your Ethernet connection or Wi-Fi connection. That's it. In general, workstation it's a little bit faster, smoother. But if it's the same, you can try one of the, try it and decide which is better. Now let's clear and continue with the installation from pratical. Okay, now we have to install. We have to go to the pratical website. And under docs, under installation, scroll until we choose the Linux Ubuntu Linux distro. That's it. And now we have to install. Just copy and paste on our terminal. First, probably we need to install the curl service. Yes, okay, installing, okay. And now we can do this. Just copy, paste. Okay. Okay, done. Probably not needed. Okay. And let's check. Okay. Let's do this one. Okay, keep. We can also add the firewall to the set up this machine. Let's do so when it's completed. Okay, let's see if the system is working. Let's write system system okay, it's running. Okay, okay, now we install we continue the installation. We have to write this configuration for the open file limit. It's MongoDB limit. All right. Okay. Now, before we install the service, we can use we can install the firewall. We can install with the command line, or we install it we also with the graphic interface. Let's install with the command line. And then for graphic interface, we can install from here. Just search for firewall. And install. Okay, and or it's okay. Now the firewall have no port and service is enabled, so we need to add in our for our server. In this case, we probably we use an external port and an internal port for our server. So in general, I use a random port for external port exposed that it's exposed on the web. So and then an internal port for the server. I'm usually using this port on ODP server on ODP protocol. Sorry. So let's add this command. It's already done by me. It had this port and the servers, the HTTPS server port service for the web interface. You can copy and paste directly. If you want, you can check. Okay. And okay. You can also check here. Okay. Now let's continue. The installation. You have to copy this key. Copy and we will use later. Okay. Now we can already access to our web interface of tunnel. We can use our browser on the Mima machine and just go to HTTPS and the IP of this machine. That is okay. Let's copy. Here just go click advanced and continue and copy the key. Perfect. Continue. Okay, now we need a default password. Click it here. We have this is the username and this password. Perfect. We can save. Let's do a password. Save. Okay. Well done. Now let's set up all our server. Just log in on your web server, web interface with the password, and we can open. We can add organization. Let's see, my VPN.org. We can add a user, for example, user 1, email, and the password. Let's add a simple password. In this case, let's write okay, and save. We have to attach organization. Already done. That's on server. Add the server. Let's call my VPN server. DNS. This is the internal port that we already opened in the firewall. And so advanced we can allow we can disable interline routing or enable multiple device and other some option. For now it's okay. Let's see, and we can start the server and check if it's working. Okay, let's attach the organization, attach, start. Okay, it's online, it's working. Okay, let's try to connect to our server. We can use, I will use external laptop with an external connection to test. But before that, we need to set up the port forwarding of our server. So now that the server is online, we have to add a firewall rules on our internal router, modem router, to forward any request to our server, to our virtual server. In my case, I have my main PC. It's I have this IP address. The virtual machine Ubuntu that we have created, it's on this IP. And my router, it's number 1. Now, so we have to access my router, your router, and make a port forwarding from here to here. In my case, it's a little bit complicated because I have 2 routers, so I'm routing from here to another router, and then direct to the current IP. But it's only for my case, which I have 2 router in cascade. So let's log in. In my case, I have a classic router of P-Link. In general, you have a section called NAT forwarding, port forwarding. You have to add a new rule. Just call my pre-tunnel service with a connected device. In my case, okay, it's here. Sorry, it's 9, let's try. Yes. Should be here. External port, we can use any port. Let's use this port. and the internal port, the current opened on the virtual machine. Then you choose UDP, enable. Okay, now if you ping this port from online, should be opened. Now let's check if our UDP port, our external port is opened from to the internet. Let's check our connection IP. In my case, this. Let's check UDP port. Should be open. Okay. If we try other port, should be blocked as well. Okay, so now we know that our current IP and this port will be redirected to our server, and it's all working. Let's try with an account of test. Let's first log in to our dashboard on the pratical server. Go to setting, and we can add here the our current IP public IP address to make it easy test. Then go here under user tab and click download config file. Okay, let's I move here. Okay, let's unpack. And here we have our configuration file. Let's just edit something. We can remove this part. And here we need to add our current external port, not this one. This one is the actual of the internal port that will be redirected from our router. And then save. I'll create already a remote desktop on my laptop. Here, this is my laptop. Is connected through my internet connection through my smartphone. So the IP addresses it's different. Refresh. This is my laptop with my internet my smartphone connection. So let's you have to download this file. I have already moved here in this PC, and you have to download, install the OpenVPN client connector. You can find here under connection client. You can download for Windows, macOS, Linux, and smartphone like Android or iOS. I have already downloaded, installed on my PC, my laptop, and you can start. It's here. Let's reopen. There are not the moment there aren't a configuration file. Press OK, and let's add our configuration file. Just go under this folder, your PC, program files, OpenVPN, and the config directory. Here we need to paste our configuration file. Okay, I have copied this file to this laptop, and here we can have multiple configuration file. And when you start the client, now you can see different profile. Let's check if it's already okay. We remove again. No, it wasn't saved. Now it's perfect. Let's try. Connect. We have to insert our username and password. This here, my user. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's connected. Let's check our IP. Refresh. And now I'm using my home network IP address. Let's try to navigate. And yes, it's all working. Let's see if we can ping our home network. This is my router. This is my DNS server. Let's check if you can access to our to my NAS. You can use TCP. Don't remember. No, it's offline. Let's wait. I'll start. Okay, should be online. Let's try again. Yes, it's online. Let's try. We can also use this tool, very cool for scanning your network. In my case, this is my NAS. Let's try. We have a different login. Okay, and it's working. So now we have access to our local network with our VPN, and we are connected and safe. When you want to disconnect, just click here and click disconnect. Well, we have now created all the setup with our VPN server. Let's add some suggestions in general. For example, we can use we can edit our configuration file and add the username and password directly here. If you don't want to path every time, to do so, you have to replace your configuration with a new one. You can cancel that, add this. You have to create a file called in this case login txt, and here you have to just add your user and your password. Of course, this is not a good solution, but if you are lazy like me, sometimes it's good to just click and connect. Now other tips, it's to create, for example, a shortcut. This virtual machine. You can just click and run and open when you want. And for example, I added it to the Windows startup, so I use it in the past. I had a little mini Windows PC that I use for other things, because on Windows there are a lot of software that are very useful and simple to use. But with this system, we can also have our VPN server already inside Windows. To do so, just copy this shortcut to the Windows directory. Just click Run, write shell and startup, and just move your shortcut here. Every time you reboot this Windows PC, it will automatically open this virtual machine. And it's all configured, and of course we can. The main advantages of pratical it's to have a lot of multiple user. You can add a protocol account and so on, and you can give it to your friends or your family and so on. Okay, let's move on. Now we have already done this part. We have installed our virtual machine with our Ubuntu server, with the pratical service. We have added the test user. We have added the portal forwarding in our modem. So let's move on this part. Why it is also important, this part? Because now we can't remember every time our public IP, because it changes every time when you restart your modem and so on. So instead of insert every time your public IP, we can use some services like this one. It's free, and then it can be used to update, to have a fixed IP, fixed domain, which will redirect us to our current public IP. In general, there are different services like this, like no IP or DNS. Is one or this one, but they are not free. You write that it's free, but you have to confirm every month your domain and so on. It's very annoying, and they want you to pay. For example, it's a little fee, but we can do with our personal domain. If you have already one, if you have already a web domain, we can use a subdomain directly without paying nothing. And how can we achieve this free free update. Like this, I have created a Python script that we will install directly on our Ubuntu server, and that will check our local IP, and if it's different from last check, it will update on our subdomain. In our example, I will create a domain, and I show every step. We can go to our VPN server, and as first step we need to download Visual Studio, for in this case for Linux. Now let's install. In the case I have already installed, but with this command, okay, and now we can use this editor. Okay, can add favorites, and now we can use my script. We can download all the files. In this readme there is written all you need to know about this configuration file and how to run, how to set up. But I'll show you, it's very simple. Okay, let's extract. Now we can you can move this file maybe to the desktop. And now we can open with the Visual Studio. Open folder. Stop. Yes, trust. And yes, install the Python extension. Let's wait. Let's try test Python. Hello world. And let's to check if the Python it's already installed on this virtual machine, or if you have we have to install again. Let's try terminal. In this case and it's working. Now let's install our my scripts with let's check. First, we have to create our environment for our Python script. In this case, on Linux, we have to write Python env. Let's call my DNS / Python 3. Okay, let's install the required file. Try again. Okay. It was yes, source and our okay. When we have this, we are in our environment. It's okay. Let's reinstall all file that we require for these scripts. Just here the right should be this PIP. Yes. Version, vediamo. Let's see. Okay. And let's try. Should be. Oh, my bad. Okay. Now we have completed the environment with our scripts. Let's try if it's working. How it works, the script? It's very simple. The problem that we have a dynamic IP, and we want to use our current IP easy way without knowing the current IP address. So there are, like I have already said, we can use some tools that are not free, or can use my solution. My solution is free. We need just one domain that probably will cost you like $5 for 1 year, and it's very cheap, and it's very easy to remember. And you can use Cloudflare services like the DNS server. It's free. We just create a subdomain on Cloudflare and like mydomain.mydomain.com, and we will use this host on our configuration file for OpenVPN. To do so, we need 5 things from the dashboard. Let's take all that. So let's go to Cloudflare. I am already here. Okay. Let's go. How it works, the script? It's very simple. The problem that we have a dynamic IP, and we want to use our current IP easy way without knowing the current IP address. So there are, like I have already said, we can use some tools that are not free, or can use my solution. My solution is free. We need just one domain that probably will cost you like $5 for 1 year, and it's very cheap, and it's very easy to remember. And you can use Cloudflare services like the DNS server. It's free. We just create a subdomain on Cloudflare and like mydomain.mydomain.com, and we will use this host on our configuration file for OpenVPN. To do so, we need 5 things from the dashboard. Let's take all that. So let's go to Cloudflare. I am already here. Okay. Let's go. From the dashboard, we need to find this configuration token. We need our barrier ID. We can find here. Just copy. This is our domain. We will use this domain to create a subdomain that will redirect to our current public IP address. We need the barrier ID. Let's copy. we need to create a subdomain. Let's create. Go under DNS and add a record. Type A. We can use any name, for example, DNS. And here the current IP. Let's try a random IP. It's not my current IP at the moment. And let's remove proxy status. We can add a comment and save. Now if we ping to this IP to our subdomain, should be our IP. Yes. Then it's not our IP, it's the IP that it's written here. So with our script, we will update this current content IP to get every time the current local IP. So in our case, we can just copy that, and for example, in our configuration of OpenVPN, we just remove our IP and write our host name. So it's easy to remember. And will always redirect to our current IP. Now, what we need? Our bar ID. Let's go. We need to create. We need to read or edit zone. We need to select our zone. Just read. Specific from our domain. We don't need any filtering. Just create. Why we need this token? Because we want to use the API service from Cloudflare to update our DNS. So let's copy, go back to our script under my config and just paste here. Now we need the email, in this case, this account. And the XOUT key. That's it here. Yep. Let's add our subdomain, in this case my DNS cleans up. Our zone ID. We don't know our zone ID. So we need to find it sorry, we know zone ID because it's this. under the dashboard, the side panel, zone ID. That's it. And now we need the ID of the DNS record ID. This is not public. You can find it here. We need to make a request on the Cloudflare API and get it. I have already done with the second script that it's called getInfo. GetInfo will ask to this client. Sorry, I see an error in the script. I have already fixed on the repository. Let's fix also here locally. We need just to edit this config. Okay, and so okay, it's here. Okay, that should work. I hope it should work. Now we need this DNS record ID, and we will get with this file. So let's try. We have already added other config file. Let's try. Okay. Yes, it's requiring this current IP and our DNS record ID that we need from this JSON response. That's here. Let's add that to our script under my config. And that's it. Now we can run our script, and in this case we will see an update because the current IP is wrong. Current IP it's .170, but our current IP is this one, .31. Let's see if we run this script, if can update. Let's try. And yes, how it work this script? It check in our local DB if the last IP is the same. There are no requests. If it's different, so it will update the Cloudflare DNS service with the new one, and this is the response. If we run again, we see that there are an update, and also from here we can refresh and see if it's updated. Yes, it's here. And I also have written the current update timestamp. And so every time now we use this subdomain, we have the current IP. Now that the script is working, we can use a cron job on our server to run it every 10 minutes or every day, every time that we want. To do so, there are a lot of configuration. There are a lot of possibilities. The simplest is a cron job directly on the Ubuntu server. To do so, just follow this guide that I have already written here. To do so, just use a cron tab. Yes, which you use Nano, this default editor that they say it's easiest. And here, and at the bottom, we can just use this notation for indicating the minutes, the hours, and so on. This line, it's very simple. It's already scripted to run every 10 minutes. So just copy and paste. And now we have to add our Python folder that is here. Can use here home, lucky, click. Then SMAin, in script now. My goodness. Spin. Okay. And here part of the script. Can just copy. And yes, we can use a test for like 10 is equal to 10 minutes. So let's use 1 minute, check if it's working. Let's remember to ccmod our file. Okay, and now let's try just edit the domain. It's wrong. Let's check. That's the fault. It's not working. Let's check again. It's cache. Let's try yam. Okay. Now let's wait. Okay, refresh. And should be updated in a few seconds. Let's check. It's installed. Yes. And it's not updating. Let's check again. Probably we need to fix our path. Let's try manually. Front tab. It's not working. It's not working. I see. Let's maybe I bit and Okay, there is an error. Yes, we need to run with sudo. Okay, it's working. Now, we have to change again. With the fake one. Let's have the 1 minute. Ping from Windows there. I remember the command, it's flash DNS. Command. Okay, let's try again. That's not working. Don't know. That's my current wrong IP. Okay. And let's wait. Okay, the script was working, but because there was no update on our local IP, there wasn't a check and update online, because I don't want to make a request on Cloudflare every 10 minutes. I want to check if our last public saved IP is different from the current one, and then if it's different, we can update it. To do so, let's edit our cron job. Let's try exit. Let's first clean our database, local database. You don't need to do, but in this case I was trying a different test for the video. Let's see. Let's clear DB and put this IP online. Okay, all database is clear, and we have this IP saved out locally. Now let's comment and restore this script. Now should check our local IP that is different from this one, and will update on Cloudflare. So let's update our cron job. Just go here. Now we are using 1 minute to test, but then you can do it what you want. And we can add an output here in our home directory. Save. And save. Let's wait for the next check. Now it's our old IP. Let's wait. You can simply edit this file, and for example, you can edit every 10 minutes, so on. And there are some rules in this file to check every week, so on. Let's exit from here. No. Let's see the result. Okay, it's working. They see the new IP. Let's say it's different from the last IP that was 0. And it's updating on Cloudflare DNS. Now, next minutes, it will check again, but because it's the same, it will not request a new update. Let's see. Now here you can see the update time. Okay. And if you ping this domain, should be okay. Let's check again. Here the new result, and now there are no requests because the IP it's the same. Now every time your local IP is different, there will be a new request to get to take an update on Cloudflare. Let's make some final tuning. First of all, we want to edit our cron job and make not a 1 minute time request, otherwise we will be banned from some services. So in this case, we want to add at least, I suggest 30 or 60 minutes. Let's save. So we make only, for example, in this case, 24 requests every day. Then we want to test on our laptop and on our smartphone. But before that, let's set here under setting in our pratical server web panel our IP. Instead of our dynamic IP, we can put our domain service. So every time we download a config file from a profile, there is already written that address. But of course, we have always to edit that file to make to add the different port. Let's try. It's here. I have already downloaded and renamed. I have removed all things on the top. As you can see, there is our DNS, and I have added our port, external port. And then here for lazy people, we can use our TXT for the password for automatic login. Let's try on. Let's try this final test on my laptop. I have already moved here. It's here. As you can see, I'm on my network smartphone connection here. And then down, let's open OpenVPN client, and you choose last setting, and let's try connecting. Okay, it's connected, and we see it's connected, and we can refresh, check, and it's okay, without asking us the user and password, of course. And let's try also the final test. Let's connect with our smartphone. I have already done. Let's see. You have to go to the Play Store or Apple Store and search for the OpenVPN app, official app. Then just press add new profile. You have to move these two files in this case because it's the lazy version, and select and import to the open file. Just rename the profile name if you want, and try to connect. It's connected, as you can see. We can check our IP. This is my last IP. Let's refresh. That was the connection of VPN IP, and as I can see, my internet connection is different. Let's try to refresh to see. I have disconnected the VPN. Okay, this is my current mobile IP. That's it. Other tuning, we can of course add less resource to this machine because we don't need a lot of resource here. So when you shut down a machine, just go to setting and lower this setting. Let's try. Go under here, under setting, under system. You can choose at least suggest some 4 GB of memory. Processor, we don't need it a lot. Okay, just 1 or 2. And okay, we have already fixed all setting, and should be working for everyone. I also suggest you, if you want to add this system to your personal PC or your secondary mini PC, I suggest you to buy something like this. That it's a simple PCI Express card in which you can start and power on and power off your PC from your smartphone directly, or using Alexa or Google assistant. It's very simple, and you can, for example, start your secondary PC that it's running Windows with this virtual machine, or directly this server with Ubuntu, and you can have access to your local network with one click. It's very simple and very inexpensive. That's it for this course. I hope you enjoy my labs, and sorry for my English, but it's the first time I'm explaining something. And thanks at all.